Here are my top 3 tweets of the week for week 4. The first tweet is by Edutopia. It's called 15 Characteristics of Tech-Savvy 21st Century Teachers. And I believe last week, Crystal recalled how technology is not really her strong suit, and it's not mine either, Crystal. But I did learn, a lot from reading this article. It talked about the importance of having a learner-centered classroom, and how students are able to, dive into the lesson more if it's centered around them and their type of learning, which I believe Jennifer Mayo talked about in her top tweet of the week last week. It also talks about some of the things that we have done in this class, like blogging and using Twitter as a resource, and it talked about how Twitter helps, in professional development, which I thought was cool because we're already doing some of those things in our class. The next tweet says, "I would love, is this for a grade, to disappear from my students' repertoire of questions." And I don't know if you can read the little picture, but the picture says, "To do more student-driven activities so that they are learning to learn, not to earn points." And I believe this is important. In schools, we should encourage actual learning, not just trying to get a certain letter grade. Even though letter grades are important, learning should be the most important aspect of schooling. My final tweet is, if your class was recorded for an entire week, whose voice would you hear more, yours or your students'? And the little picture at the bottom says, if you are doing all the talking, then your students probably aren't doing much learning. And this just shows you the importance of, involving your students and their learning and activities that they're doing at school, and not having it so much being teacher-centered as student-centered. And these are my top 3 tweets for week 4.